So, this is the first ever video that I'm gonna make like this. I've made another video like this before, but that was when I was like 12, and it was really bad and really poorly edited and a literal disaster. So, this one I promise will be better. But this is a fully detailed video of all the things that Boogie2988 has ever done. It is going to be a full compilation of everything that I could find, pretty much. The only stuff that's not in here is going to be stuff that was covered in another video by Christopher Tom, which I will link in the description below for you to see. But pretty much this video is everything Boogie2988 has ever done that I could find, that I scoured the internet for about 5 hours until I found all of it. Let me just say before I start this video that I was a fan of Boogie2988 before I've seen the stuff that he's done, and after I seen it I was really no longer a fan. But yeah, pretty much this is every terrible thing Boogie2988 has ever done. So, we can start this video with Boogie he was always this, I should explain who Boogie2988 is as a person. He started on YouTube years ago. Like, he was a very, very, OG YouTuber who, is up there with, Shane Dawson, Jenna Marbles, all those other, ancient people that most have disappeared. But he was one of those YouTubers from, a dark time, which was the early 2000s. And he got popular by making this character called Francis. And Francis was pretty much this fat, neckbeard gamer who would play World of Warcraft, yell, and smash stuff. It was just the OG freakout video. And most people knew him from his Francis character. They started to get big. I think they were on the Ray William Johnson show back in the day. They were really big, because people are like, is this real? What is this? These videos are crazy. And that's how I found his channel many, many years ago. I found one of his Francis videos, and I thought they were very entertaining, and I decided to watch his content. And what I noticed was he would always talk about his bad childhood, and he would always make himself to be out as this guy who was really reasonable and knew what was going on, pretty much. He likes to call himself the Mr. Rogers of the internet. And if you don't know anything about him, it would be very easy to think that, because I thought that. I saw nothing wrong with Boogie. I was a great fan. I wouldn't say I was a big fan. I didn't really watch his videos because I thought that they were boring. But I'd watch once a month or once a week at his gaming news or something. And he just seemed like a pretty nice, genuine guy who had a bad start in life. He just seemed like a nice, genuine man. He was very vocal about his abuse and stuff, and it was hard not to feel sorry for him. But pretty much you wouldn't even notice if you didn't know anything about Boogie. And that's what I think is the problem with his fans. His audience doesn't notice. But after this, if I see one and I show them this, I think they will definitely notice. But pretty much he just seemed like a decent, all-around good guy. But when I used to watch his content, I used to notice his fence sitting, pretty much. He would sit on an issue, because, I had watched a old video it wasn't that old, it was 2013 when he made one of these videos where he was talking about his, religion or something. And he was saying that, he's agnostic, Or he'd be like, I'm a centrist, I don't play any side. I'm a centrist, I sit in the middle. Which, at the time I was a child, so I thought that was a good position to have, but obviously now I don't think that's a good position to have. You either, like, you piss or you get off the pot, pretty much. Like, I don't respect people who just sit there. But that's not what this video is about. Now, I stopped being a fan of Boogie after, like, I had not watched his content for about 2 years, and I had pretty much just ignored him until I decided to follow him on Twitter, which is the biggest mistake that you can ever make. Do not follow Boogie on Twitter. Like, I can guarantee you it's not gonna be a good time. So I followed Boogie on Twitter, and occasionally I would see these stupid tweets that I did not pay any mind to. But the tweet that I saw that really aggravated me was I think that we should wait longer to allow gay marriage tweet. I agree entirely. Same-sex marriage is a human right, and everyone deserves a chance at love. Taking an extra 5 years to keep changing minds and saving lives might be worth it, though. Just my opinion. Some people died to get it done faster. You okay with that? I'm not. Followed on Twitter. Why is this in my feed? And after that, I pretty much ignored Boogie for years and didn't ever look at, like, for a year, never looked at his content, pretty much ignored him, like, pretty much peace out when I saw that, and unfollowed him and decided to disappear. And then a year later, a few months, I saw, like, some more of the interesting stuff that Boogie was doing, and realized, hey, this man is not what he seems. That wasn't just one stupid tweet. That wasn't just one bad behavior. He does it over and over and over again in this weird cycle. And today, I will show you every terrible thing Boogie2988 has ever done. And I will let you come up with your own decision on whether you want to still support this man. So I think we should start with Boogie's feel bad for me mentality. Boogie does these things where he says something stupid. He said a really stupid thing, and then he threatens suicide and requests sympathy. He's always requesting sympathy and threatening suicide. It's very weird. I don't understand. At VidCon, Boogie threatened another YouTuber named Cat Black with his suicide, and apparently told everyone at VidCon that he was suicidal. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this video, but what Boogie did to me was incredibly fucked up. Reminded me of my abuse, and it really upset me. What bothered me about it was that he was about to tell me he was going to kill himself because of me. I was excited to see him walking. I spoke about this in a video when it happened. It's really fucking upset me, and it's a super delicate thing for me. I do not like being cornered by somebody and being manipulated into feeling like I'm responsible for them hurting themselves. I can take responsibility about things that I've done. I can be accountable for the things that I've done. I'm not going to take responsibility for him hurting himself. He has a pattern of doing this, and him doing it to me in person was incredibly fucking upsetting. What's wild about him calling me a gold digger is that I regularly do incredibly unpopular things because I'd rather stick to what I'm passionate about and actually believe in. I'm broke. I wish I was a gold digger. Oh, can I also say that Boogie walked up to me and told me he was going to kill himself? I had to be dragged away from the conversation, and then he proceeded to tell everyone at the convention that I was angry with him. It's pretty fucked up, honestly, especially as my first reaction to him was to celebrate his improving health. I'm not a negative person who seeks confrontation, even with people I disagree with, but he proceeded to suicide bait me, and then spread rumors about me at the con. And then he did this typical feel sorry for me shit. I saw him exchange numbers with a girl after he was complaining about the state of his life. Typical shit, trying to get somebody to feel bad for him so he can get something out of it. It's so methodical. He feeds off of sympathy, and it was actually really sick to watch. He confronted me and then tried to frame me as this angry person who said something mean to him, when the most I said to him was maybe, "You should log off sometime." Like, look, I can be a really blunt person and I can be mean, but this isn't my default, and I definitely wasn't mean to him. It does really annoy me how easily people can buy into this idea that I'm a cruel person. I've been cruel occasionally, still am, but I am not generally. I think he wanted a certain response from me. He wanted sympathy. He wanted me to feel bad for him and apologize for agreeing with people who were rightfully criticizing his transphobia and racism. I wasn't going to give him that. I don't know why people want me to lie to them. I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. I hope he doesn't. I want him to actually get real help. Stop throwing his trauma onto others. It's abusive, it's unfair, it's cruel. And it's a huge trigger for me as somebody who's been in a few abusive relationships where this was done. But I also talked about my suicidal thoughts and my plans with you because I thought it would be kept confident. I never thought of it as manipulative. I'm sorry you took it that way. I did not try to talk to you about your cruelty to people online and why you shouldn't do it, but they were unrelated matters. I don't think your cruelty online is beneficial to your cause. I was just trying to express that. Kat, you aren't special here. I was in a desperate pain trying to find a way out. I told everyone within earshot at VidCon that I was suicidal. You are not one person. You are the one person that is playing the victim card, making it about you. No offense, but please be better than that. Which I don't think people come to VidCon to be told about how their favorite YouTuber is suicidal. I think they come to VidCon to meet their favorite YouTubers and have a good time. I don't think that they come for a pity party. But with Boogie2988, everything is a pity party. If something goes wrong, it's a pity party. If somebody's criticizing him, oh, I guess I'll kill myself. Guys, if you stop talking to me, I'll kill myself. Guys, everything is a pity party. He pretty much is a horrible person, does all these terrible things, and then says, oh, you can't insult him because he's suicidal and he'll kill himself, and he's having this pity party. And he always contradicts himself, like in this clip. He says, oh, I'd never call anybody names, I'd never verbally abuse someone, here's me verbally abusing someone.
Obvious truth that I would never verbally or emotionally or physically assault anybody. If you're stupid enough to think that of me, then I can't help how stupid you are. You can't teach physics to a dog. And if you're someone stupid enough to think I would ever verbally assault somebody, I can't teach you physics, you're just gonna have to believe what you believe,
5 minutes later.
What I'm saying is there are people out there, little assholes, little douchebags, little dickheads, little cunts, little shit faces, little fucking whatever the fuck you want to call them, and they fucking little pricks, little fucking ball sacks, little scrotal faced pieces of shit, whatever you want to apply to them.
And then, oh, I'd never call this person a cunt. Oh, well, I'd never call anyone a cunt. Oh, here I am calling somebody a cunt 45 seconds later. Well, I'll put it down to a cultural difference then. Anyone approaching a total stranger here in that matter, online or otherwise jokingly or not, would be called a bit of a cunt. Well, we don't use the C word in this country, so it's definitely a cultural difference. I wouldn't mind joking about divorce. I would never call someone a cunt. At Boogie2988, what are your thoughts on this woman? She's a cunt. And then he says, if you believe these lies, then you're stupid. It's very weird. Boogie seems to have this weird, like, victim mentality where he's all like, oh, everyone's attacking me. I had offered to help him, which he had refused, which I should probably go into. I commented on a post by Boogie2988 saying that he had mental illness, which he doesn't. Which I'm pretty sure he doesn't, and if he does, he's using it as sympathy. And I told him to stop, which he ended up posting my tweet that I sent to him, which ended up getting me harassment. Then he DMs me, and then I tell him, please stop saying stupid stuff. Please just stop. It's gonna ruin your career. If you don't want people harassing you, then stop doing it. And he refuses. And he always injects himself into stuff to make it a pity party. I have 2 girlfriends. Just in case one cheats on me, I'll have a backup. I have 0 girlfriends, so I can't be cheated on. I am just choosing willfully to die alone. He makes everything about him, and he's a garbage human being. Like when he met the voice of Mario, who signed a photo for him, a Mario poster. He made a fake video where he tore up the Mario poster. And he made a, like, freak out skit at this convention, which I will show the video to now.
Alright, so we're here, last day game on, about to close out. We have all of our merch here, but what'd we find?
Boogie left his Charles Martinet autographed picture.
Ooh!
Autographed picture on the table. I think we should prank him.
Yeah, dude, hey, let's just hide it. He'll freak out.
I want to rip it.
Rip it?
Yes, I want to rip this.
No,
look,
dude, you won't do that.
Buy him another one. Just saying. I want
Dude.
his reaction. I think would be funny.
So you want to buy another one? That was like $40.
I would buy another one. I don't want to, but I want the reaction to me ripping it.
The react.
Just
Dude,
saying.
he's a big guy.
You think that's too far?
No, let's just hide it. Like, hide it like underneath the posters.
I could do that. Yes. That's too obvious.
Too obvious?
Why don't we go take it to the bathroom or something?
What, hide it in the commode, the tank?
I mean,
Dude, Boogie's coming.
Okay.
Hide it.
I need to get myself and I want to go back to the room. You feel okay?
No, man, that sinus infection's killing me, dude.
Where's your bag?
I don't have a bag. All I got is my Mario poster, man. Can I get that?
That Mario poster?
What are you doing, Jay?
I'm not doing anything. It's just
Jay, this ain't high school, man. What are you doing?
if we're high school. If we're high school, you're
Jay, give me that, dude. Jay, give me that.
Which half do you want?
What?
Which half?
Which hat? Jay, hey.
Dude, no way! What? Jay, you actually did it?
No, Jay! What are you doing? Well, you didn't run through the signature. You did.
Dude!
Oh my God, Jay, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, Jay, how are you?
It's just a prank.
It's not a prank, Jay. I paid $40 for that. I'm never going to meet that man again, Jay. This is one of my last cons.
Dude, just 40. I told you, dude.
Give me $40, Jay. Give me $40.
I'm not.
Hey.
It's not worth $40.
I can't even get it back. He's already left, Jay. He's already left. He's already left, Jay.
Sorry, dude, I'm sorry. I thought he was still here. I didn't know he was
Give me
gone.
$40.
I don't.
Dude, oh, shoot. Dude, Boogie.
Give me $40,
Boogie,
Jay.
Calm down.
No.
Boogie.
No, you
Boogie,
ripped my
dude.
poster. Hey, Jay.
Hey.
Jay, you ripped my poster.
Boogie.
You ripped my poster. I ripped yours. I ripped your poster. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Dude.
Why don't you rip all of them? Go ahead.
Huh?
Dude.
I will.
You think it's
I
worth
will.
$2, huh?
We're gonna. Yeah, I will do this. Okay? Is that what you want? How many posters do you sell for? $40?
Boogie.
Sell for 40?
Hey.
Huh? Is this sell
Chill
for
out.
40?
You know how much it cost me, dude?
How much?
You ripped my fucking merchandise up.
Good.
ripping my
You ripped mine up. This is valuable to you, Jay? This little table? This little table, Jay?
Dude. Boogie.
I'll see you at Retropalooza.
Dude.
I'll see you at Retropalooza. John, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Did you see what he did to my Charles Martinet poster? I paid $40.
Dude, why did you do that?
Thought it'd be funny. What do you want me to do? I thought it'd be funny. My bad.
You're bad after all that?
My bad.
He made this skit, and the owners of the convention was all like, please do not do this. Like, you can even see in the video that, like, he almost knocks some other guy over who's just a passerby, and the owner of the convention is like, no, this makes my convention look dangerous. Please do not upload this video. And then he refuses to take it down, and then when he takes it down, he puts it on Storyfire. Until I think something happened with the convention owner and he had to completely take it down. But what kind of person would get a poster signed from the voice of Mario that's like a really nice, sweet poster? That, like, if the voice of Mario signed you a poster, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't destroy it. This man has the audacity to rip up a poster by the voice of Mario who made like a special personalized message and autograph for him. And he does this for 2 YouTube views on his dying channel. He also claims that he's losing weight, which he's not. Like, he's like, oh guys, I'm trying to lose weight. And then he posts these, like, he's always eating something. Like, he claimed that a doctor told him it was okay to have 1 or 2 Mountain Dews a day.
Out of all the things I'm doing wrong, I think this is the biggest one. At this point, a lot of doctors say that it's fine to be having a diet soda once or twice a day. I end up having one of these every couple of days, just because some days I need the caffeine, especially when I travel. Though I think I know what my biggest mistake is. Every other day, or sometimes every day, I have a can of this miserable garbage, which I do not recommend. My doctor has said at this point, at the 2-year mark, having some carbonated beverages or having a little bit of caffeine or a diet soda is not that bad for you. But a lot of research is showing that this stuff can make you fatter even though it has 0 calories in it. I drink it for the caffeine and the taste. I tend to start my day with one because I can't do coffee and I can't do green tea. I hate them both. This makes me sick. And I don't think it's helping. So I probably should stop.
Keep in mind that he had weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery, so he could basically, like, you know when you see My 600-Pound Life and the people go in and they have the weight loss surgery that makes it so they can't eat a lot and so that they lose the 600 pounds? He had that. And at this time, I was still a fan. I was all like, good for Boogie. He had this surgery. He's gonna turn his life around. I can't wait to come back to his channel in like a year and see how much weight that he's lost. And it never happened. He lost weight for like a month, and now he's more heavy than he was when he started. And he's always eating horrible food. Treated myself to my first ever Dole Whip. Are you trying to lose weight? He is and has been. Enjoying a piece of food won't kill you when done in moderation. He has been. One dessert won't change anything. By the way, nice Miss Kawakame profile picture. There are approved treats and bariatric diet plans. Let him know. It's a pineapple sorbet. Oh no, he's gonna get 300 pounds back. And he refuses to try to lose weight. He refuses to exercise. He says that, oh, I'm gonna exercise, but I'm not gonna cut back on what I eat. Which, if you don't know, if you're on a diet, like if you're trying to lose weight, 90% of it is what you eat, not how much exercise you do. You gotta cut back on what you're eating, or else you aren't gonna lose anything. And then I had pointed this out on his Twitter and had sent him an image that was him and before the weight loss surgery, him after the weight loss surgery, February 2018, and after, which was his most recent video, October 2019. And some other person had also sent him the same image I sent him, and his response was to claim this: I am wearing the old Francis shirt, which is far too large for me. In that screenshot from the Francis video, that shirt is a size 10X ruffle. So basically, he responded, posting the image that one of the people had asked him and said, oh, it was the shirt. And then he posted a photo of himself recently, like then and there, and you can obviously see he's more heavy than he was in the 2018 photo. He's the same amount of weight he was like before he started the surgery, like possibly like even heavier. So he lies. It's very weird. I don't know why he refuses to lose the weight. I've never seen anything like this. It's very strange. Also with Boogie's weight loss, he posted a weird tweet saying sup with how many calories he lost and said this in the thing. Well, I mean yours is fine, but I hate mine though. I'm glad to be out of it. Deleted it because I guess people thought I meant the people in chairs and not the chairs I used to have to use. Which obviously another man who was in a wheelchair commented, who is some sort of game dev or something, I don't know. So he does something for disabled gamers, not sure who he really is. But him and a whole bunch of other disabled people commented like what? And he said this about Boogie, is how the people around him enable him. Like his fans enable him to do whatever he wants. Like he's allowed to be this garbage person, do all these bad things, and people just enable him. And what's worse is people like Keemstar tried to call Boogie out once after his Nazi rapist claim, which I will post here, where Boogie pretty much calls everyone that disagrees with him worse than Nazis and rapists, which I will show now, and then he defends the statement that he made on a live stream about it.
Boogie, I don't get why you get so much crap. You have a hard-out life as it is, but especially when you have done so much good and helped so many people. P.S. I love you, no homo. I think I can answer that question. I'm afraid to say it here because I know, once again, it's going to end up on your tweeters and your Reddits and those places. But I can answer the question. And it's complicated. But I think the most important thing to remind you is that I have made more than my fair share of mistakes. I'm going to go into a 20-minute diatribe here. Feel free to capture it and put it wherever you want to put it. But let me start with saying that I have made more than my fair share of mistakes. I have said some stupid shit. There's no arguing that I have said some stupid and regrettable shit. So, for the people who only hate me for that reason, you can stop watching now. We're done. You hate me because I've said and done some stupid, regrettable shit. That is why a lot of people hate me. I've said stupid shit about the LGBTQ. I said stupid shit about Republicans. I've said stupid shit about liberals. I said stupid shit about groups of people that don't like the stupid shit I said. If you are one of those people, you can stop watching now. You have been taken care of. But there's also a group of people out there who like to hate on what's popular to hate on. Your Wings of Redemptions, your Dark Side Phils. They just like to hate on what's popular, and recently it's become popular to hate on me. which is fine because I've said and done some stupid shit. And so you got those guys too. You got the sheep, for the lack of a better word, the people who are just like, oh, this is a guy to hate. I've never heard of this guy before, but if we're all hating on him, I hate him too. Don't forget, I hate him too. And that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with those guys. They may be sheep, but hey, we all are. I like Marvel movies. I like Disney films. We're all sheep, right? That's okay. Thirdly, you've got a group of pearl clutchers. These people just don't like anything. They're there to be offended. They're there to be hurt. They're there to get angry. They like angry. They look for new things to be angry about. I'm not comparing myself to these people, but they like to be angry at Dave Chappelle. They like to be angry at comedians. They like to be angry at YouTubers. They like to be angry at whatever there is to be angry about. It's not about criticism. Everybody loves criticism. It's not about being critical. It's not about being... and if it is about criticism for you, then that's okay. If it is about keeping things right, it's okay. You're part of the first group I mentioned, and that's okay. You should be critical. You should argue. You should have critical thinking. You should doubt things. That's okay. I want you to do that. That's good. That's good. But if you're one of those people that are just a rage junkie, an anger junkie, a pearl clutcher, and you're looking for a new reason to be angry, a new thing to hate, then maybe reevaluate your life, because liking things is a lot more fun than hating things. You should try it sometime. Red Spoogu, thanks for the 200 bits, man. Hate on me, Boogie. Thank you, my friend. And then there's a third group of people, and this is the one that makes me the most sad. This is the third group of people, and this makes me the most sad. These are the people I despise. If I'm being honest with you, these are the people I dislike. And if I look down on you, and you look down on me, but I look down on you, you must be a real piece of shit if I look down on you. Would you agree, guys? If I look down on you, you must be a real fucking loser. If someone like me, or Darkside Phil, or Wings of Redemption looks down on you, you must be one of the worst pieces of shit alive. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So this third group is a group that I look down on. This third group is a look at Wings of Redemption and Darkside Phil. We all look down on this group of people. They are human fucking trash. And these are the people who take things out of context, who take things out of context, take things out of position and create a brand new narrative for it. They take something someone tweeted, something someone said, and tries to make it look worse than it really is for the purposes of just destroying somebody's life. If you are this person, and you know who you are, it might be difficult to reconcile that you are that person. But if you are that person, I ask you a favor. Please keep doing it to me. Don't do it to other people. Let me be a martyr here. Martyr me. I'm going to stay online and I'm going to stay alive as long as I can. I'm going to waste as much of your time as you can. I'm going to say as much shit and do as much shit as I can to keep your attention so you don't do it to somebody else. I'm here for you to torture me and only me. I'm going to make a living letting you torture me. I'm going to be the next Darkside Phil. I'm going to be the next Wings of Redemption. I'm going to spend every day online to keep you fucking busy so you don't do it to somebody else. So bring it. But I want you to know, I think you are the lowest of the low. I think you are the worst of the worst. I think that there are fucking rapists and Nazis out there who, even though they are rapists and fucking Nazis, they are more redeemable than you because at least they're doing something they fucking believe in. They may be pieces of garbage. They may be pieces of shit. They may harm other people, but at least they believe what they fucking stand for. You stand for nothing. You stand for nothing. Even a disgusting piece of shit rapist is better than you. Even a piece of shit, racist, garbage Nazi is better than you. You are the worst. And that's what I think.
That revel in destruction. These are the people that enjoy destroying people's lives, enjoy destroying individuals, online creators, anybody. These are the people that just play the Joker in real life and want to watch the world burn. I do think these people are worse than Nazis. I do think these people are worse than rapists. I do think these are the worst people that exist in the world. If you don't like me because of that opinion, that's fine. But I can tell you this. Fuck those people. I would rather meet a fucking Nazi. I would rather meet a rapist than somebody out there who just enjoys destroying lives because it's their fucking hobby. My opinion, sticking to it.
And then Keemstar responded to this by saying that he keeps trying to help Boogie and he doesn't listen.
Boogie, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? You said that the trolls online and the harassers online are worse than rapists and Nazis? What? And then of course you get called out on this and you spin it to, oh no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the people that harassed and killed Christina Grimmie. That's what I was talking about. Okay, well, that person killed one person and that was pretty messed up. But you're saying you would rather talk to Nazis who killed 7 million people. What? Boogie, we have spent our time and energy for months and months and months to help you because you were going through a hard time. We've went out of our way to help you privately and you keep saying dumb shit. You keep saying or doing dumb shit that will cause people to call you out, make a Reddit post, make an angry tweet, unsub from your channel. Now, I know that you've openly admitted that you have mental issues, but a cycle is going on here. And this is my theory, and I think maybe you need to talk to your counselor. I think you are obsessed with feeling attacked, right? And playing the victim. I think this is something that's comfortable to you. And like, when you get to the state where nobody's harassing you and everything's cool and everything's good, you go out of your way and you're like, oh, this doesn't feel right. This is not, I don't even feel like myself anymore. I must be attacked. And you say dumb shit knowing it's gonna cause people to attack you. Like, something mentally is going on where you are self-sabotaging and trying to get people to harass you because that's the only way you feel like you are you. I can't blame Reddit for making posts about you. I can't blame people on Twitter for making tweets about you. And I can't blame anyone for unsubbing to you because you keep saying dumb shit. I'm gonna stand my ground, even though you deleted like 6 tweets. Get your shit together. I have lost my sympathy for you because you are fucking up. You're not even trying.
And then Keemstar says, Boogie, I'm going to put you on a drama alert. And then Keemstar never does it. Because there's this weird YouTube community with Keemstar, H3H3, iDubbbz, all these people. They never respond to Boogie. Like, it's weird. Boogie could literally, he literally does all this stuff. And he doesn't even get a response. Like, Boogie has literally said that he cannot have kids or else he will beat and molest them. In a video. And he's literally in a video he said that.
I'm a fatally flawed broken. I'm a fatally flawed broken person. You know, I'm not that different from my mom. I'm not that different from my dad. I've never molested anybody. You know, I didn't beat my kids. I chose not to have kids so I wouldn't do those things. But does that mean I'm any better than my mother? Does it mean I'm any better than my father? Probably not.
And everybody's like, oh, that's nothing, I'll sleep through this. And then like, oh, James Charles, tries to flirt with a straight man, and then it's like, oh, real shit, oh, what's going on? But this man can manipulate his fans, he can call people Nazi rapists, he can say I can't have kids or else I will beat them, he can insult children who don't have parents on a live stream.
Switch me out, bro.
Right? Are your parents still alive by chance?
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
And are your parents still together?
No.
Okay. All right. So maybe I should take point then.
What?
Well, if your parents aren't together, then you probably come from a broken home. You're probably going to get real angry when you start losing, so, you know.
I won last game, but that was my first game on.
Alright, well, maybe you just learned how to channel that anger. Alright, I wish you luck, man, then. Good luck. My parents died.
Taking damage.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm pretty much Batman, so.
Taking damage.
He can suicide bait people, and oh god, everybody, we can't talk about Boogie. We can't say that. We can't do. We can talk about anybody else, but when it's one of us, ooh, we can't say nothing. Like, they don't respond to it, which I find is very weird. It's very odd. It's this weird YouTube Illuminati conspiracy where Boogie can do whatever and no one pays attention. And then it's like, oh, Boogie, I'm gonna make a drama alert. But no, I can't make a drama alert because that would make the fans aware that Boogie is this piece of shit. And then, oh, they'll stop paying attention to Boogie. Like, Boogie even, like, once said this woman was abused, and he literally said that she should be hung. I just saw that clip of a Fortnite streamer slapping his wife after she verbally berated him and threw stuff at him in front of the kids. Throwing stuff ain't cool. Slapping is far worse. But doing it in front of kids, hang them both. Gonna go hug my dog. Boogie does all this horrible stuff, and then his excuse is, oh guys, I was disassociating, guys. I was disassociating. I didn't mean that. And then when people get angry, he's like, guys, I'm suicidal. And then he posts a picture of his brain dead fucking dog, Sammy, which looks like it has no fucking brain cells in its damn head, that he just posts photos of. Just as like a shield, like, guys, you can't insult me. Come look at this dog. Come look at this dog with its eyes bulging out of his head. Come look at this dog. Guys, you can't insult me, my dog. Which also, he has threatened to put his dog in the pound, which is literally like where dogs get euthanized. And I'm pretty sure if you gave a dog that looked like that to the pound, they are not going to find it a new home. They're going to throw it in the garbage because literally its eyes are coming out of its head.
I only block people who call me names. And if you can prove to me,
if it's not
the reason I blocked you is that you called me no names this summer. If you can prove to me you showed me no names this summer, I will literally take Sam to the pound. I will literally take him to the pound and find him a new home. I swear.
Please don't do that. What? Yeah, please don't do that. We love animals too much.
I will find. No, I'm saying I will find him a new home. I will find him.
No,
a new
keep
home.
your dog. Keep your dog, please.
I want you to keep your dog.
Yeah.
Boogie also had this weird puppet that I don't even know what was going on, but he made like these weird, creepy puppet videos that I'm not even going to go into detail about.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Francis. I'm a puppet now. Is that family friendly enough for you, YouTube? Is that family friendly enough? Huh? You fuckers! You motherfuckers! You sons of bitches!
Because they're just so odd. So odd. But yeah, Boogie's always like, oh guys, I'm suicidal. Which he treats suicide with no respect at all. Where he's like, oh guys, I'm suicidal, and 5 minutes later he's like pretending to hang himself in VR chat, like, guys, put me in a Logan Paul video, even after everybody was like done talking about Logan Paul.
Troy or wannabe motherfuckers, I'm going big. Fuck you, fuck you, you little shits. Look at me, I'm dead, put me in a Logan Paul video. Look at me, I'm dead, put me in a Logan Paul video. Look at me, I'm dead, put me in a Logan Paul video. Oh, look, I'm hanging from a tree, everybody. I'm hanging from a tree, put me in a Logan Paul video. I'm hanging from a tree.
Boogie, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude?
Nothing, man.
Boogie.
What?
You gotta chill, brother.
Boogie.
Michael.
Look, let's go to Taco Bell.
No, Michael. Listen, you know what this is about? Why don't you go check out my social blade, huh?
Oh
why don't you go check out the front page of Reddit, huh? Why don't you go look at that shit?
All your numbers are fine.
No, they're not. I'm losing 2,000. I lost almost 2,000 subscribers today. Okay? My audience is done with me. Your audience doesn't shit. You abandoned your audience. You had more than I ever had, and you threw it out. That's what I'm talking about, okay?
Where'd you want to go? Trader Joe's? Let's go there.
I don't want to eat.
Well, then what is this?
What do you want to do then, Boogie? Honestly.
What'd you tell me to do?
Huh?
What'd you tell me to do when we were standing in that kitchen?
I don't know. What?
Huh? You said, I'm done.
Nobody's. That's not what we mean. We said leave the room because you're starting a fight.
What does that mean? Boogie.
Which I don't even know. He also once said that like $3 was a lot of money for a black person.
Oh, for you
I'm a
too.
black person.
Sparkle, I'm glad to hear you're still black. And thanks for 2 months of support, man. That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color, or is it not? I don't know. But I have a gun that's also a USB drive. So, I don't know if that offends you, Twitch, but...
And then got upset when people were all like, God, you said something racist. And he's like, no, I didn't say anything racist. I was reading the chat. But the chat can't even, like, show the chat that fast for him to even be able to read something because a live stream is delayed. And also the YouTuber Kidbehindacamera, if you don't know, Kidbehindacamera and Angry Grandpa, they were also freak out channels, which I used to watch, until I found out that there is evidence that Kidbehindacamera and Angry Grandpa were child abusers. They were literally the original Daddy of 5, which I will link a video to in the description by a YouTuber named Q-Star. And it was found out, and Q-Star tried to get Boogie to respond to this, be like, yo, Boogie, what do you think about Kidbehindacamera and the Angry Grandpa abuse? Which he's like, guys, it's a skit, which he won't respond to. Q-Star even tried to get Keemstar to respond, which I said is the YouTube Illuminati. They're not gonna respond. They don't respond to anything, and none of them will even make a video about this. Which is why I hope that my video gets somewhere so people can see this, because if nobody will even respond to it, which is so odd. Which I already know why they won't respond, but he does this stuff, and he's like, hey guys, my ex died of cancer, guys.
And yep, so fuck her. And now she's dead.
And
Actually, both of them are dead. The girl is dead, my mom is dead, everyone I know and love is dead.
Wait, the girl died?
Whoa!
She died of 39 of like fucking lung cancer. She had breast cancer and they beat the breast cancer, but then the treatment for the breast cancer gave her lung cancer.
Oh my god, that sounds absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, bro.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I mean, I didn't go through it. I'm still alive. She's dead.
Damn.
Oh.
Brutal.
Yeah. I'm serious. You know, she like, why do I get to complain? She's the one that has to be dead. You know, fuck.
Goddamn.
And then he laughs at her, and then makes a fake post like, oh well, she wanted me to talk about how she died of cancer, but I don't think she'd want that if you're like, fuck her and now she's dead. Boogie2988 is probably one of the biggest pieces of trash on this website. He literally lies, he manipulates people, and he's like, guys, it's not manipulation because the people who are manipulated don't realize they've been manipulated. If I was, then you wouldn't know it would be manipulated. Not quite how it works, Boogie. The exact definition, if manipulation, is that the person you are manipulating doesn't realize it. Raffle. Which is actually kind of true because his audience doesn't really realize that they are being manipulated. But like, yeah, they don't realize, that's why some of the audience is still there. They don't realize they're being manipulated. They don't realize what's happening behind the scenes. Like, they don't realize what's happening. and half of his audience is gone. He made this Boogie2988 travels channel where he's going places, but the only places he ever goes is like haunted houses, which I don't even know how that is traveling. But he also made this really weird haunted house video where he's alone at a haunted house, which is very weird. Like, why would you go to one of those alone? It's very odd. He's literally a 45-year-old man going to a haunted house by himself, which I don't even know. I don't even know how people can even support this person anymore. He's done all of these things. He's done all of this stuff. No YouTuber will even touch him with a 10-foot pole. I'm the only person, me and like Christopher Tom, the only person who will say a single thing about this man, because like I said, it's this weird YouTube group where they don't want to say anything, and that's why I'm having to make this video, because I'm done just sitting here with the knowledge that I have of what's going on about these different YouTubers and not saying anything. And I have so much more knowledge about so many other YouTubers, and I have stuff about Boogie that's not even public that I won't even say, that I'm probably going to say in the future, because I'm tired of sitting here and letting nobody say anything. I'm saying everything that I have to say. Everything. Boogie was also called out lying about his mental illness by a psychiatrist, whom he blocked once the psychiatrist called him out on his nonsense. I'm literally a psychologist. Don't try to bullshit me on my terms. Okay, I won't. Still telling the truth. Also, according to your profile, you are lying, sad face. Not according to my degree. So, at Boogie2988 just blocked me. Wow, dude, all you did was point out the obvious. I have a degree in psychology too, said the exact same thing. All he had to do was apologize for saying a dumb word. Instead, he went all for the pass by lying because he's spineless. A simple oh dang it. I didn't know that Spurg Lord was an insult. I'm sorry, fellas, my fault would have been okay. Yet here we are. I'm sorry this happened to you, dude. We have been keeping track on Boogie's nastiness for a while. And then he links the mega thread. Be proud, you are some of the few that are brave for speaking out. Never meet your heroes. Fuck, I still remember crying watching his video telling me everything is going to be okay. Boogie has also regularly defended his father, whom he said beat and molested him and his sister, and so did his mother, and he defends him and says that he's going to knock some woman the fuck out if she insults his father. She retold the story about how mom stabbed her at the dinner table, then told her to pull the knife out, you stupid bitch. That night, as my dad dressed the wounds, it was the first time he molested her. She was a preteen. What the flying fuck is my life? Happy Father's Day, Dad. You deserved better than what you got, but you did well with what was given. Hey man, I've never really gone into detail. Both my father and my mother were sexual abusers who were both sexually abusive to me, along with one other family member who is still alive. So I don't feel comfortable calling them out directly, so I'll wait until one of us are dead. I've discussed it mostly on stream and only a little bit in videos. Sorry that I'm not uncomfortable going into further detail. Probably will upset a few with this tweet. I was raised by a strong single woman who took care of her invalid husband and 3 kids while working as a preschool teacher. Women are not just as good as men. Some women are much stronger.
And you tell me that man didn't deserve better than that. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you, and I'll knock you the fuck out. I will. I will knock you the fuck out. I will fucking floor you. You tell me that man didn't deserve better than that. Then I'll knock you the fuck out. I'll knock you on your fucking ass. I swear to God, I will. Anybody deserves better than that. Anybody deserves better.
And he even, like, ended up blocking me on Twitter after I kept posting links to the Reddit mega thread about him, which I will post in the description. Like, I'm not even gonna leave that. Like, that's in the description. Please go look at that, because it has stuff that I won't talk about here. But pretty much Boogie lies, he manipulates, and his fans enable him, and no one does anything to shut this down. And I even offered to help him. I said, Boogie, please just make an apology. People will leave you alone. He's like, no, guys. He has this weird mentality where he's got to be the victim. He's got to be the, I almost said the Harambe. He's got to be the martyr, guys. He's got to be the Jesus. He's got to be the Jesus of YouTube. Everybody's got to hate on Boogie. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. I offered to help Boogie. I'm like, Boogie, do you want me to, like, help you apologize? Do you want me to help you change people's minds? Do you want me to just, like, offer you some sort of way that you can apologize to people? He's like, no, because Reddit, they'll never believe it. Reddit, they're out to get me. Reddit's gonna kill me. They want me to kill myself. I'm like, no, Boogie. Make an apology. Stop saying stupid shit, or just get off of YouTube. He's like, no, my therapist told me to stay and fight. Therapist said something interesting this week. You have two choices from here. Walk away from your online business and give up, or dig in, get better, and fight. I am choosing to dig in and fight for it. Thank you for helping me, my fellow soldier. You know, he also, like, always talked about, like I said, always be suicidal, and then finally somebody gets concerned and calls somebody trying to stop this man from killing himself. He's like, they sent a suicide machine to my house. They're trying to kill me, guys.
So, so keep in mind, I wasn't, quote, swatted, end quote. I did have the fucking fire department and a fire truck, 2 cops, and a paramedic with 2 paramedics and a fucking rescue squad at my house tonight. That's my fucking life now. And it's because I engaged with somebody who was criticizing me on Twitter. And no matter what I said to them, no matter what I did to them, no matter how much I admitted how wrong I was, no matter how much I admitted that I'd screwed up, I got into their DMs. None of this happened publicly. None of this happened publicly. You won't be able to look at my Twitter history and find out who this person is. You'll not be able to figure them out. You'll have no clue who they are. It's very important you understand that. Don't even try. And even if you could hack into my DMs right now, there's no reason to talk to this person because it's taken care of. But I tried talking to this person and tried to explain to them where my mind was on this whole Anita Sarkeesian thing, where my mind was and everything else, and how I have publicly apologized. It's not enough. How I've explained to you guys how it's not enough. They were retweeting this serial harasser of mine. I have a serial harasser of mine who has literally attacked me on the daily for 3 years, and the dude was retweeting this asshole. And this dude took stuff I said on stream out of context and made it look like so the thing I was saying, was it last night or the night before, I forget, but I was talking about how Harvey Milk could have done more good if he'd lived past 40. But obviously Harvey Milk was cut down in the prime of his life. Harvey Milk did what I recommended he do. He worked the system and got elected and then got killed 10 months after his election. And so Harvey Milk, the reason I was talking to you guys about it is because if Harvey Milk had lived longer, he could have done a lot more good, sure.
But he couldn't have because bigots fucking murdered him. And even though he was doing what I advocated for, being patient, working the system, they murdered him anyway. My friend Jacob explained that to me, and I got it, and when I got it, I'm like, oh, now I get it. I was making a fool out of myself. So I got into this person's DMs, might be a male, might be a female, I'm not going to tell you who. Let's say she, or let's say he, I don't know, let's say he, I don't know. But anyway, I talked to them in DMs, and I told them what my plan is. My plan is, as it is right now, and this is my first time talking about it publicly, but because I don't trust this person, because I've told them everything in DMs, and they decided to call in a welfare check on me that involved the cops showing up at my house, paramedics showing up at my house, the fire department coming into the house, in the middle of a date, by the way. All of this is happening in the middle of a date tonight, by the way. So I met a girl for the first time tonight, and she's literally the same. He's got her lipstick on the back of his shirt right now. So all this is literally, she's at my house and we're hanging out, and she's got my dog in her lap, and I answer the door and it's a fucking cop. And he did it because here's what I told him. I told him that all of this shit is making me suicidal, and I didn't want to fucking kill myself. That I might kill myself in a month. I might kill myself when I take care of my other shit. But I don't want to fucking kill myself tonight. I want to do it on my terms. I want to do it on my time. But the shit that I'm dealing with is making me fucking suicidal. And I've been under heavy watch ever since I got home. I've been under heavy watch by my best friend. And my best friend left me alone for my date tonight because he knows my suicidal tendencies. So he left me alone. And I told my friend, I'm like, look, I'm alone right now. I can't be attacked right now. I can't do this shit right now. Please, I'm going to block you. I don't want to talk to you about it anymore. Just leave me alone. I don't want to fucking blow my brains out tonight. I just want to be left alone, man. And so please just leave me alone. Please. I tried to convince you. I tried to show you. Please just leave me alone. And they were so worried that I was going to hurt myself that they called welfare, did a welfare check and did the social media stuff, which is fine. I'm glad they did. I do want to make it very clear to anybody out there, if I thought I was going to blow my brains out, talking to a cop is not going to change that. If I have plans to blow my brains out, talking to a cop is not going to change that. I don't know. I don't know what anybody expects to think about that. That is not for me. That is for whoever does that. You're not doing me a fucking favor. You're not doing me a fucking favor. You're making yourself feel good, and that's fine. But you're not doing me a favor, man. I know on some twisted level you think you are, but it's not gonna fucking fix anything. So since I've already told this person, who is texting right now, since I've already told this person my plans, my plan is to see whether or not this fucking shit blows over. My plan is to see whether or not this shit blows over. Whether or not I can convince the LGBTQ community that I'm not a villain. That I'm here to help. That I've been trying to help. That I made one stupid mistake and it doesn't erase my history of helping. But nobody gives a shit. This person doesn't give a shit. None of these people give a shit. Nobody gives a shit about the fact that when they were in fucking diapers, I was taking a beating for my friend Michael or for my trans friend Rocky. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck that I marched in Wise County down the streets for gay pride. They don't give a shit that I've marched here in Fayetteville down Dixon Street. They don't give a shit that I stood on the street corners and collected. They only give a shit about my one mistake. And so that's fine. That's fine. But I'm trying to give this shit a chance to blow over before I do anything rash. I'm trying to get this shit to blow over before I give up. But when I give up, I want to make it very fucking clear to you. My plan is to delete my Twitter, to delete my Twitch, to delete my YouTube, post one video on all of them that says goodbye, says that I screwed up, says that this is what happens when you serial harass somebody. Here's what happens when you attack somebody daily and daily and day in and day out. And then when you guys no longer remember me, I can die. And so if I can't get this shit to blow over, if I can't get this shit to fix itself, I'm just going to be done. I can't do this anymore. I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't sit here and be vilified for a stupid, and it was admittedly a stupid mistake. Stupid fucking mistake. I said and did something horribly fucking stupid and offensive and dumb. I don't deserve to die over it, guys. I really don't. I really fucking don't. I really fucking don't. But I want to make it very clear, you're fucking killing me. And I know you guys think I deserve it. I know you guys think I fucking deserve it. I know this person thinks I fucking deserve it. And that's fine.
Welcome to the sub club.
So I had no intention to talk to you guys about this at all. But since I couldn't trust this person any farther and I fucking throw him, and I made a huge mistake confiding in him during fucking when I was disassociated.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Where are your hats, dude? I have cash money ready to wear your name on my head. I want an autographed photo on my desk tomorrow, you hear? Just kidding, I am still waiting for the merch though. I love you, man.
So I want to show you guys something. Because this is where I'm at now. This is where I'm at now.
1. How does this person have your number that is being such a piece of shit? 2. Stop messaging them. 3. How do they know where you live?
I don't
4.
fucking know.
We love you a shit ton. 5.
I have no clue how they found my personal information.
6. Stop searching yourself online.
Yeah, it's not that easy, man. It comes to me now. If I'm going to use Twitter, I don't have a choice. I have to use Twitter. It's my job to use Twitter. I have to read the comments. I have to moderate the comments. I have to moderate the Reddit. I have to check my email. But people spam my fucking email every day. You guys don't have any idea.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Well, I guess you're going to live forever because I know I'm not the only one that will never forget you, Boogie, even if you delete everything and walk away for years. Always remember.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
Well, this sure got out of hand. First off, a lot of people are saying a friend called in a welfare check. No, that is not what happened. I engaged with a random asshole on Twitter. I slid into his DMs because he was saying a lot of things that were wrong about me. I told him about my potential plans to delete social media and told him how suicidal all the threats from people had gotten me. To be very clear, I do not care if you disagree with me. But when people at Wizards of the Coast say, "We will never work with you again," or when a game journalist from Game Sutra says, "We will bury you," this is the kind of shit that gets to me. Regardless, this person probably did in fact delude themselves into thinking they were doing me some sort of favor. I do appreciate that point of view, but the reality is, I was never in any danger, and this person knew that. They did this for the same reason they were harassing me on Twitter. Regardless, I should have never said or done the things I said or did on stream. That was me in a full 100% dissociated state. I no longer go catatonic, but I do and say really stupid shit that I do not have full control of. I probably would not have said those things and had my filters on and been in full control. Had I had my filters on and been in full control. Regardless, I am not pulling a Roseanne here. I have to own what I said. But if you decided you're done with me because of that, that's fine. I have to accept that. Everything I said there, I still said. I believe it on some extent as well. I do think it's horribly dangerous to send cops to somebody's house when they are in crisis. I know there isn't a lot of choice, but it can have very bad results. In this case, this person was not a friend trying to help me. I genuinely believe it was a harasser trying to get me killed. But you can believe what you want to believe. Either way, here's the truth. I'm finally coming entirely apart. I knew this would happen sometime after surgery. I knew this would happen sometime after the divorce. I thought it would have been sooner. I thought with this asshole on the subreddit or elsewhere, I would have already cracked. Turns out it had to be some stupid mistake I made on the H3 podcast, and tens of thousands of people calling for my career in my head before it finally happened. But here we are. Really don't know what to do from here. All I know to do is work, and each moment I spend away from work is agony. Now my work is becoming the same. I will tell you the same thing I told my friend. I will never harm myself. I won't do it until every one of you have forgotten my name. Probably not even then, though, if I hadn't done it yet. But I honestly cannot handle living inside my own brain right now, and therapy and medications are doing little to help. The only thing I have that can help is time. It's gonna take a lot of it. Right this ship. Please bear with me. You know how easy it would be for me to commit suicide by cop. So basically, Boogie2988 is probably one of the worst people on this platform. And no one in his friend group will even speak up about it. He even tried to fake his suicide in a McJuggernuggets video for YouTube users like Boogie jumps in the pool and he drowns himself, guys. He drowns himself. He's gonna do that in real life if you guys unsubscribe. Don't read YouTube comment sections. Lol. Amen. But I do anyways for the same reason I overeat or self-harm. I'm a glutton for punishment 3. Which, I don't know what punishment 3 is. I don't know if that's like a movie said like the Star Wars trilogy. I don't know what Punishment 3 is supposed to mean. I've never seen him ever write that. So yeah, I'm just a bit confused about what Punishment 3 is. So if somebody knows, please answer what Punishment 3 is in the comments. I should clarify and say that as a rape survivor, I would rather be raped again than have to deal with these people. That is my personal assessment. You don't have to agree. Yeah, that was some really crazy shit. Proof I am not well.
But the opportunity to have met you guys and to take photos with you and have you say to my face, I know better. I'm smarter than that. I'm better than that. I'll always be a fan. To know that I have a core audience that is never going to drink the Kool-Aid, that's never going to believe these horrible, monstrous lies about me. It saved my life. I hope. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Rejoice. God is dead. Long live our new God. I kind of hope I die tonight because this would make an epic last tweet, also for other reasons. This is just nihilist humor, by the way. No welfare checks, okay?
I'm hoping when I get too old, I just get assisted medical suicide rather than go that way than an agonizing death. Yeah, I hear you. I think, and this is my opinion, I think when the time comes, I'm going to have no problem pulling the trigger or... Like, once I've fully given up hope, you know, once I've fully given up hope, once I'm fully ready to go, once the internet has forgotten about me and you guys don't need me anymore and I'm not needed around anymore, and if I haven't found a wife and I haven't had kids or something like that and I haven't had the life that I, wanted for myself and I'm just miserable and alone, I don't think I'll have any problem pulling the trigger if that time ever came.
So, you think you can scare me into thinking that he is not what he says he is? And you think you can convince me it's not going to work, hater? My will is strong, more strong than you can even imagine. No one can scare me. No one can convince me otherwise. If it's a war you want, then it's a war you shall have. But be warned, I am a hell of a lot stronger than you think. A true fan of Boogie2988 can win this war. Only a true fan of Boogie2988 can take up for him against the haters and non-believers. You wanna fight with words? Be my guess, but you will lose. I'm a songwriter, so what do you think you have to throw at me? I can take it, and neither said, if you wanna faint, bring it on, the music, bitch. No one will talk about Boogie, and I've noticed there's specific YouTubers no one will talk about, which, like I said, Boogie, no one will talk about Boogie, and I'm going to make as many videos as I can talking about these people nobody will talk about, because once again, nobody will talk about them, and I feel like I'm the only person out here with the ability to call them out, because no big YouTuber will call them out. The closest person to ever call Boogie out was Christopher Tom. But some of the stuff in his video he missed, which, well, I don't know, he wouldn't be able to keep track of everything. So this is pretty much everything he couldn't keep track of. But pretty much, this video has been every terrible thing Boogie2988 has ever done that I could find. That, like, some of it's I won't cover because it's in the mega thread, which I posted, and in Christopher Tom's video. Please go look at that. It's in the description. But this is pretty much all the stuff that I could find about Boogie. Everything. So pretty much that concludes this video. Please give this a like, give this a subscribe, and I will, if this video hits 20 likes, I will make one about H3H3. So, yeah. This concludes every terrible thing Boogie2988 has ever done. And by the way, please like and subscribe.
I mean, you know, a lot of people, I think, really, we can probably agree, believe that men think more than they feel, and women feel more than they think. I would like to meet a chick that thinks as much as she feels, kind of like I do. Traveled. I wasn't able to continue my clean eating, man. I'm really sorry about that. I guess it was very important to you, and I'm sorry that it was, but yeah, since I was traveling, I wasn't able to keep it up, man. I got back home, and I've been doing it ever since I got back home, but you're right. I didn't do it while I was traveling. That's a real shame, man. And I'm really sorry I wasn't able to. Love you, though. Let's see how many people are disappointed. Tell me in chat. Are you okay with or disappointed with the fact that out of my 30-day clean eating habit, I only managed to pull about 28? How are you okay with that, or are you pissed? Let me know in chat, because clearly Annabelle's pissed, and I don't blame her. She should be. Indifferent to it, that's okay too. I'm okay with it.
Heads up, scars are coming. How'd they get down here?
Good job. 28. Yeah, see. But I understand why Annabelle's upset, and that's okay.
If that sounds fucking crazy to you,
anything's fair criticism to me. I got called Hitler yesterday. That's
not fair criticism. I've been called Hitler too.
I've been called a Nazi. I've been called a Nazi. That's a fair criticism. Every criticism is fair.
No, not every.
I can call you a neck-bearded cuck. That would be a fair criticism. I don't give a shit. Any criticism.
Do you see what you're doing? You're kind of hiding behind the I don't call names by saying I would call you.
I'm trying to tell you what I believe, and I would believe that calling me fucking Nazi and calling you a neckbeard, that's all fair criticism. All criticism.
Who did you hear call me a neckbeard, or did you just come up with that by yourself?
I don't know. You have a neckbeard, so I was just going by that.
Do you see what I'm talking about, though?
Wow, how rude.
Has no one ever called you a neckbeard? It's a very common insult on the internet.
So is Melon in England, Boogie!
I'm not in England, Jake! I'm from Arkansas! I've never been outside of the country! Where the fuck was I going to learn that?
Google!
But that's the point, who cares?
We took their land and we didn't pay them, and then we didn't even say please, and don't forget that we also tried to barter for their land, but they had no concept of ownership. So they're like, we want to move back there, and we're like, you can't. Because we gave you that box of beads. Yeah, but you just wanted to borrow the land, right? Because you can't own land. Ha ha ha! Get on your shitty reservation. And then we marched them through the March of Tears, and most of the children died. And the adults died also, and the old folks died, and most of them... And so the third book was on the Holocaust. I don't remember the name of it. And so I'm reading the book, and here's something I found fascinating in this book. It's so fucking depressing, this book. But they were talking about the Japanese experiments. Are you familiar with the Japanese experiments where they were like vivisecting
the water purification facility in Manchu?
I don't remember that. I do remember the vivisection. I do remember them doing open heart surgeries on people that didn't need open heart surgeries, like some really crazy shit. Mm-hmm. And so what I found out from this book is a lot of Nazi scientists and doctors were given asylum in the United States in exchange for the knowledge they had possessed. I didn't know that, you know, but if you think about it, a lot of some good came from all of that, in that health science was advanced many, many years. And that's one of the things that kind of made me have the mentality that I have. Nothing is black and white. The Holocaust is horrible, absolutely horrible, but some good came out of it.
You gotta look for that silver.
Hey, wait, before you swipe up me, I just want to say something. Good luck in 2019. You know, 2018 was really hard. And so am I. I never was. I'm not capable of doing those things. It's just not a thing I can really do. But whatever, that's fine. Whatever. Was me and my wife's relationship perfect? No. Did we argue from time to time? Yes. I think most couples do. Did I ever stand and scream in her face about fucking, you know, tell her I wish she was fucking dead, or, you know, I don't know. What?
How young is too young, Boogie? Gotta know.
So that's interesting. Because I've gone out with a few girls who are kind of young, 20-year-olds since the divorce, so it's been nice. I think too young is age of consent. I think If they're not in the age of consent in at least your region, you're definitely breaking a law, and that alone is punishable. But I honestly can't imagine wanting
lawmakers determine your morality.
No,
see,
no,
I
here's
think
what
that's
I'm saying.
wrong. I think you need to make a decision on your own.
Let me take another step. Let me take another step.
Do you guys want to see what I can do? Why do I have 2 beds? One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for the hooker. One for me and one for my hooker.
Welcome to the sub club.
One for the hooker. One for me and 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 one for the hooker. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the sub club.
Take it, bitch. Take it. I finished already. I'm sorry, guys. I tried really hard, but I finished.
Let her have it. And then the very last thing she ever said to me, she said,
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
She said,
I
gotta
love
pay
who
to get
you are
laid, though.
too, Boogie.
She said,